The forest thinned at last. The oppressive hush of the whispering path gave way to open air. Branches bent aside, revealing a stretch of sky. The stars gleamed brighter here. 2 moons mirrored in their glow. Before the siblings spread a river of silver. Its waters moved without sound. No ripple, no foam, only a glassy surface, catching not the forest around it, but visions that shifted like dreams. Clara gasped. It's beautiful. Like the sky came down to rest. The current gleamed faintly, though no wind stirred it, and in that glow shadows flickered. Evelyn knelt at the bank. She reached a finger near the water, but stopped short. The air above it hummed, like 1,000 voices breathing in unison. Liam stood rigid, hand resting on his dagger. Another trick, another trap. Yet his eyes betrayed him, drawn despite himself to the shifting images on the surface. The river whispered, not with words, but with echoes. Fragments of laughter, cries of warning, songs sung long ago. Evelyn swallowed. It remembers, like the forest did. But this is deeper. Clara stepped closer, her reflection mingling with the silver glow. On the water, her face was not her own. It was gentler, older, and beside it, another figure. Her breath caught. Mother. She stumbled forward, knees pressing into the damp earth. Evelyn, look, she's right there. She's waiting for us. Evelyn's chest tightened. The river shimmered brighter, as though eager to answer. Liam cursed under his breath, dragging Clara back by the arm. That's not her. It's the river playing games. Clara twisted, tears brimming. But it's her voice, I heard it. The current brightened, echoes swirling sharper. From its depths rose the shape of a woman, arms reaching, eyes filled with warmth. Clara, the figure whispered, as soft as a lullaby. Come home. Clara sobbed, struggling in Liam's grip, her fingers stretched desperately toward the silver water. Clara's cry broke into the night. Her hands clawed toward the water, fingers aching for the figure that waited. Don't you see? She pleaded. She's here. She came back for us. The reflection stretched higher, the woman's smile widening, her voice wrapped around them, like the memory of home. Clara, my little one, come to me. Let me hold you again. Evelyn's throat tightened. For a heartbeat she wanted to believe. The warmth in that voice pulled at the ache inside her chest. But the shard in her hand pulsed. A warning sharp as a spark. She forced herself to step forward. No, Clara. That's not her. It's only what we wish it to be. Clara shook her head, tears streaming freely. She needs me. She's waiting right there. The water surged brighter, ripples spreading outward. Silver droplets lifted into the air, like beads of light. Falling toward Clara's grasp, Liam yanked her back again, his voice rough. Look closer. That smilet isn't hers. And when Clara blinked through tears, the figure's eyes flashed dark, just for a breath, like coals hidden under ash. Clara whimpered, collapsing against her brother's chest. Evelyn's reflection shifted next. The surface rippled and she saw herself, older, taller, draped in robes of silver. A crown of light rested on her brow. Books rose like towers around her. Doors stood open, each spilling golden fire, and beyond them crowds bowed their heads, calling her name. Her lips parted in awe. It was power and certainty and belonging. You will lead them, the echo whispered. You were born to open the way. Her hand trembled. The key at her side glowed faintly, as though agreeing. For a moment, she reached toward the surface, yearning, but then the crown flickered, turning black at the edges. The bowing crowd became shadows, kneeling not, but in chains. Evelyn jerked back, her breath sharp. The shard in her hand flared, burning away the image. Liam stood stiff at the bank. But the river did not spare him. It swelled with firelight. He saw himself on a battlefield drowned in smoke. His blade was red, his arms heavy with blood. At his feet lay the siblings, Clara still, Evelyn silent, and over him a crown of ash. The river hissed his name. You will fail them. You will destroy them. This is the end that waits for you. His chest tightened until he could not breathe. He staggered forward, rage twisting his face. Enough. He shouted. He raised his dagger high, ready to plunge it into the water itself. Liam's dagger trembled above the surface. The water gleamed hungrily, shadows writhing beneath the silver skin. Evelyn lunged forward. Her hand caught his wrist. The shard pressed hard against his arm. "Liam, stop," she cried. "This isn't you. It's the river twisting your fear." The shard blazed. Its glow spilled into the current, cutting through the vision like fire in fog. The battlefield dissolved. The corpses vanished. Only still water remained. Liam collapsed to his knees, chest heaving. His dagger clattered uselessly beside him. Clara wrapped her arms around him, her voice breaking. "You didn't fail us. You never will. Not while we're together." Evelyn rose slowly, lifting the shard high. Its light spread across the bank, and the river stilled. The echoes wailed faintly, then softened into silence. Her voice was steady now. "This river feeds on longing. If we give it our hearts, it will keep them. But if we stand together, it cannot take us." She reached for Clara's hand, then Liam's. Their fingers locked tight, the glow wrapped around them, a shield of silver warmth. They stepped into the water. The river stirred, but its surface could not break them. Visions flickered beneath their feet. Mother's smile, crowns of light, fields of fire. Each temptation reached upward, but the glow held firm. Each echo whispered louder, but the siblings only tightened their grip. Step by step, they crossed the current. Step by step, the voices weakened. At last, they reached the far bank. The glow dimmed to a soft pulse. Resting in Evelyn's hand, the river quieted behind them, its surface smooth once more, reflecting only the moons above. But as they turned away, a ripple shivered across the water. From its depths, a whisper rose, colder than stone. "The shadow watches. The shadow waits." The words sank back into silence, leaving only the faint hum of the current. The siblings did not hear. They pressed onward into the trees, hearts still bound by the promise that had carried them across. The river of echoes faded behind. Ahead, the next fragment waited, and with it, the eyes of the Shadow King.